I'm not insane!
Cat or wheat?
She's like, I like both.
She does, huh?
Yes. When she was a puppy, she decided while we were gone to get into 5 grams of wax.
Oh my god.
And ate it all.
Yeah, you were probably in a coma.
So hot. She got up, lapped up water, looked at us, started whining, and then fell asleep.
Yep.
We're like, aw, poor Beans.
Sounds about right. My buddy, he has a dog that just passed recently.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a pug or a English bulldog or something like that. But yeah, he got into his brownies once.
No! Into the brownies.
Yeah, I had a brownie like that big.
Oh, I bet it was high for a week.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a quarter of the size of the dog, so yeah, it was pretty gone. Poor Bert.
Do you want a dab before?
I actually had a couple bowls earlier, so we're good.
I'm still letting people smoke if they want to smoke. I just don't personally do it since I just got a job as an apprentice.
Oh.
So I need to stay clean for the next 4 years.
Yeah, that one.
She's like, you're going to play tug of war with me now because I just met you. And I'm not going to leave your side.
Okay, so you edit them like after the fact and cut them down. Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
Like I'm recording right now, but I'm probably gonna shorten it down, cut out a little bit of it.
Nice.
Start off the podcast with just a little bit of a basic, just casual conversation.
That is a nice way of easing into it.
It is.
I dig it.
It's not like the Joe Rogan podcast where it's like, Jamie, get this shit started. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh man, I am not Bert Kreischer. I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna take my shirt off for nothing.
You're not gonna be like Chowder and just like yell at me and be like, "That's not what I think. That's not right. That's not."
Oh man, I smoked too much weed to get that riled up. Yeah. How sensitive are these mics?
They're pretty sensitive. Like, you can sit there. I also have this one on, and this one's a very hypersensitive one.
Oh, nice.
So, if anything, you're not getting picked up by that one. You're going to get picked up by this one.
Very cool.
I do want to invest into getting some Z-arms so I can have people comfortably just be like this and then just be here.
Yeah, that would be a cool little addition.
You're a spaz.
Whoa.
Oh, my bad.
Grenade.
Where'd it go?
Hey.
Right there. And welcome back to the Campfire Thoughts podcast. My name is Adrian, and I'm going to be your host today. I got at the campfire my good friend Sean Hampson. How you doing today, Sean?
I am doing absolutely fantastic today.
That's great. Sean, tell the audience how we know each other.
We go way back. We are great friends from high school. That was 7 years ago. We graduated, class of 2013.
Like a mouse.
Yeah, good times.
That was the stupidest slogan ever for our year.
Yeah. It didn't age well, I'll say that.
No, it didn't. Sean and I used to play Minecraft together. You used to have your dad's server, and
he won't do that anymore.
I was a jerk and decided to spam nothing but TNT in there and destroy the server, and I'm really sorry for that.
I did that a time or two myself, so no harsh feelings.
You are way too much right now.
Yeah, that is a peppy pup.
She's a blue heeler, so she's her breed is used for herding in Australia.
So. Yeah, she's very pretty.
She has endless amounts of energy.
I believe it.
Would you believe she's spayed?
Really?
Yeah, and she's still this hyper.
That is something.
You want to go outside now? You want to go to the kids?
She's like, you said it.
Gosh, give me the kids! Give me the kids! Go. He's a brat.
Oh, dogs are fun, but I'm glad I only have cats for the time being.
That sucks because I can't have cats.
Yeah.
But, allergies are fun.
Yeah. They do have hypoallergenic cats, but they are kind of expensive.
Yeah. How many cats do you have?
I only have 2, but I've had 4 total in my life.
Oh, how old are your cats?
I got them when I was 12 for my birthday.
Oh, wow.
So they're a little over 13.
Oh, some old boys.
Yeah, 2 girls, actually.
Oh, girls. My bad.
Yeah, one of them has always had depth perception issues, Chloe. She's black and white and is afraid of her own shadow.
That's cute.
Yeah, she's hilarious because when we met her at the adoption agency, she accidentally fell into the trash can. Because she was on just like a small chair and just got too curious.
So, what's this over? Oh!
Yeah, and that's when we knew we needed her.
Oh, I bet she's precious.
Yeah, and the other one, she thinks everybody is on this earth to love her, so... Yeah.
She's like, you will pet me. I am your friend. Love me.
Yeah, she's a chubby gray fluff ball named Avril.
Oh, Admiral, what's the other's name?
Chloe.
Chloe? Oh,
yeah.
They're precious.
Yeah, and they're actually litter mates. They were given to the shelter at the same time, and we decided on both of them.
Well, more power to you. More people need to adopt in groups compared to just...
Yeah, just picking one they like and leaving the rest of the siblings.
That's messed up. You need to stay with family. Ohana means family.
Yeah, nobody gets left behind or forgotten. Classic reference.
So, Sean, I know that you have a YouTube channel. If you want to find him, you can go and look up Sean Hampson or Tilter44, correct?
Actually, Tilter44 was an old account.
Oh.
It was... It had a lot of really bad videos from, like, middle school and earlier.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, I looked up Tilter44 on here, and it came up with yours, but I
have it linked so that it comes up as my new one.
I also have this. Do you remember the real color scheme?
Not very well.
So, this was something me and John...
Yep, I do now. Yep, I remember the thumbnails.
Oh, yeah. Me, Sean, and a couple of other people. Who was that? Hayden and John as well?
Probably, yeah. It looks like John's skin, yeah.
Yeah, that was definitely John. Who was Ice King? That was you.
Yeah, Ice King was me.
So this has to be either Hayden or Keat.
It also could have been Sam Crone.
It could have been Sam.
It wasn't E-Man, because...
E-Man wasn't on our...
Yeah, he only ever played like once. So.
But yeah, we used to do Minecraft videos together, and it was... Oh, that was cringy. That was a very cringy time.
Yeah, if we had a better filming setup, though, we could have made some content that probably would have got views.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think what we were lacking is everybody else. I remember that I purchased Camtasia for a year, and that's why I was recording me and John, but, like, nobody else was able to purchase it at the time, so...
Yeah, Camtasia, I messed with, like, the free trial stuff with it, and it just didn't quite mesh with my video making style. It just wasn't quite right.
Which is all good and fine.
Yeah.
But now your channel, I see you're at 26 subscribers, was really good. You got over 127 views on your stuff, which is awesome. You've been doing a whole bunch of plant stuff,
yes. Correct? Over the past 5-6 years, I've been really into bonsai trees and learning about botany and just how to grow and be sustainable in your own little space, and it's fun.
I could say my co-host loves your content.
Really?
He went to school for botany, so he's been watching your stuff and been like, oh wow, this dancing bone cactus is looking great. They're getting so healthy, they're awesome.
Yep, they already got more new growth since the last video too.
Ooh, you're gonna have to do a new update.
Yep, I was thinking about it here in the next week, probably.
Which is dope. And if you want some like thumbnail stuff, I've been working on thumbnails for my own channel, if you like that. You also are a man of very different talents. You got your bonsai. How's the metalworking go? The tillsmithing?
Oh, that stuff is fun. I've been messing with the thermite mixture, trying to get it more refined. I want to try to introduce a carbon content to get it to be higher quality steel, more so than just raw iron.
Yeah.
And eventually I want to have like a knife that I made entirely my own, and like make a wooden handle and stuff out of it.
Have you watched that show Forged in Fire?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit of their stuff.
I could see you definitely going on to that. You're definitely that type of guy.
That would be so fun.
To see you slicing through some pork like it's nothing.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be beautiful.
That would be good, especially if it was like a Damascus knife or something.
I have actually a couple of kitchen knives.
Really?
As you know, I've been working in kitchens for a long time, so my friend kept buying me all these knives for Christmas, and I have both of them are Damascus blades.
Ooh.
But one of them is just like a 5-inch chef knife, the other is a 4-inch boning knife.
Ooh, very cool.
Oh, they're sharp. They hurt.
Yeah, chef's knives have to be, right?
I was sitting there cutting up some onions one day, and it just like kind of grazed my skin, and it took off a good chunk of my finger, and I was just like, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's too sharp.
Yeah, I got a couple of permanent scars over the past year, just like slicing my finger up and like peeling an apple, or like trying to cut through foam making costume bits or something.
Yeah, I saw that you were doing like Iron Man a while ago. Did you ever finish that build?
I did not quite finish it. I had most of the parts done. I really I gave away the original helmet because I wanted to remake it, because it was like the first thing I made, and I learned so much making the rest of the build that I wanted to redo it and kind of make it better and flesh it out more. And I never got around to making the helmet, so I still have like most of the pieces in a closet at my house.
Is it all foam that you made it out of?
Yeah, it's mostly foam, and then like a couple small metal bits that I just got at the hardware store for like the joints and stuff.
Nice. Are you gonna ever try making it into like straight metal using your iron pouring to try doing like a armored head?
If I were to do something in full metal, I probably wouldn't go casting. I would probably do like either CNC machining or just like welding bits of scrap metal together into something. That would be probably easier for me.
Maybe your first try, you should try making a mini version of the Allspark and casting.
Oh, that would be dope. Have you seen the other YouTube channel, The Hacksmith?
No, I haven't seen the Hacksmith.
He has made a lot of actual like hero stuff from like the MCU and other franchises.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like Iron Man right there.
I saw you did a lightsaber too.
He's gone into making a real life lightsaber that, except it is solid technically, but that's the only difference really. It can cut through and melt through stuff. It's super cool.
That is pretty cool. Swinging from web oh wow, he actually made web shooters.
He's made like a full like exoskeleton rig that can lift like more than humans can, so you can lift like heavy cars and stuff.
Oh geez, I'm gonna be picking up a table saw here soon. Maybe I should try making that.
You might need to learn a bit about pneumatics for the piping.
That's gonna be fun. That's actually kind of what I'm going to this apprenticeship for. I got approved to go into pipe smithing and pipe working.
Very cool.
So I'm going to be laying down pipe. Wish that was a joke, but that's the entry into becoming a plumber.
I see you haven't changed from high school.
Hey, you can't grow up all the time.
I say never.
I'm Peter Pan. I'm never growing up.
Amen, brother.
So, Sean, you told me that you had some ghost stories that you would like to emit into the campfire. Would you like to explain?
I have some paranormal experiences.
Yeah?
One of the very first is one of the most vivid, and it was a shared experience with my mom.
Oh.
It goes back to when I was probably like 5 or 6-ish, around that age, when like every Friday night I'd just hang out in her bed and we'd watch TV, and I'd end up falling asleep in there, and it was a cute little family tradition thing. And one night, right after we turned the TV off, we're just laying there talking, and we hear this little girl's voice.
Oh.
And it just says, "Mommy," like clear as day, like. And our houses are like 6 feet spaced from other people's, and this was like it was right outside the door. So
now, let me ask, if this is too personal to ask, feel free not to answer, but has your mom ever, like, miscarried or anything like that?
Yes, she has. My parents tried 3 times and unfortunately couldn't have offspring before they adopted me. And, yeah, that was one of the things my mom had kind of thought about. Like, could it have been something like that?
Because, I mean, like, Ellie's aunt, she miscarried too before she ended up having her daughter, Kinsley. And she said that she's had some weird things where she's heard, like, a little boy's voice. And I'm thinking that maybe during the miscarriage, a part of the soul still was able to connect and capture on to the mother. So that's definitely a possibility.
I mean, yeah, when you put it that way, it sounds like it could be.
Yeah. So you hear this, do you guys hear this voice outside of the household? Did you guys end up going outside to find out to see if anyone was there?
It actually didn't sound like it was outside our house. It sounded like it was in our hallway.
Oh.
Right outside the bedroom door, basically, like on our landing.
Oh, wow. That's creepy.
Yeah, because it's like my room right across from my parents' room with a landing in between and then stairs going downstairs. So it was unsettling to say the least, and my mom definitely heard it and was concerned, obviously, but she had the strength to reply, and she said, "It's okay."
What? Yeah. I don't think I could ever reply back to an unknown voice. Yeah, that is absolutely terrible. Your mom is like is Wonder Woman.
Yeah, she's done so much crazy stuff just trying to be brave on behalf of me as a little kid. Like, she held a spider, like a tarantula once, because I'm afraid of spiders, she was trying to be brave and like show me it's okay, kind of thing. It was
no. Oh man, that's.
Yeah, and you could tell she was afraid in how she said it, which is why I said it's funny, but...
Sorry, I'm just tracking to see how our audio's looking.
No, I gotcha. Yeah, she was unsettled, I was unsettled, and I'm pretty sure neither of us slept very well that night.
I wouldn't. And
after she said, "It's okay," we haven't heard anything, at least not from that thing since. Whatever it was, a ghost,
maybe that's all it needed, is just someone to say it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it might have been looking for confirmation that it was safe. Who knows?
Wow.
Definitely the heebie-jeebies, though.
Yeah, I got chills just thinking about that. Ugh.
Yeah.
But is that the only time you've heard that girl? Have you had...
That girl, yes. I've had other weird stuff in the same house, because I've lived there basically since I was like just under a year old, so, and I still do.
It's a great house. Aren't you really, really close to Gateway too?
Yeah, we're like mile and a half.
Mile and a half, that's pretty good. No wonder why you were able to walk to school every day.
Yeah, it was like a 10-minute walk up to Aurora Hills. It was great.
Oh, lucky.
Well, except for when you had to do it in the snow.
Yeah. I remember when it would snow, you'd come in very angry because you were just like, I didn't want to walk today.
And I hadn't had breakfast yet. That was probably the anger. I get grumpy when I'm hungry.
I do too, that's fair.
Yeah. We all have flaws.
But what else have you experienced in this household?
So, what I believe we experienced was a poltergeist. Because we had objects showing up in places that nobody in our house would put them. Multiple times, like, very close in succession. And we knew, like, we were being very careful about locking doors because we were noticing this. And we were checking the house for, like, other people that may have been, like, stowaways hiding in, like, an attic or a closet or something. We were checking everything. And this stuff kept happening even though we had locked all windows, all doors.
Like, give me an example. What was, like, appearing? Was there, like, dolls, or was it, like...
No, it was, like, our own objects were being moved to different parts of the house where we wouldn't put them. Like, clean dishes were being put in weird rooms that we don't use and stuff. And, like, a couple of my toys were, like, moved to a downstairs room.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and it's only when we're not there, of course.
Yeah, of course. I'm assuming if you guys were able to put up cameras, then you would be able to find or see this happening, but like...
Yeah. I tried. I tried with my phone back when... Because it was like around middle school-ish times.
Back in the time where lost tapes and paranormal investigations were on TV.
Exactly. Yeah, and I tried to film it on my potato phone. And, yeah, I got nothing except for slight motion from my cats walking around. So.
You just see a gray area thing go by and you're like, that was ghost, that was it. Oh no, that was just a cat.
Or like see the glint of their eye like in the corner of the frame or something. Like, what is it? Oh, cat. Okay.
Dang it, cat.
Yeah. Chloe. But yeah, that stuff we never really figured out what was going on. It just kind of stopped.
Does this stuff still happen to this day?
Not really. It was like a couple month span where it was really happening. Like there was maybe 1 or 2 incidents afterwards that I think were the same thing happening. It might have just been me misplacing something, but there was definitely the few month period where it was very
constant.
Yeah, pretty constant and interspersed in almost a regular period.
Now, since you say it was a poltergeist, were you able to, like... Did you ever see any, like, interference with anything like electronics? Were there times where, like, you were asleep at night and all of a sudden you just heard something, like, rattling or moving around?
I used to hear stuff in our walls a lot as a kid, and my dad would always attribute it to, like, squirrels or raccoons chewing their way into our attic.
Yeah.
And he eventually fixed that problem, so I think that's what it was, but... You never know.
Yeah.
You're never quite 100% sure about it, so you're still thinking of other things it could have been. And it's fun to think of paranormal things, but it's also creepy.
It's fun when it's not in your house.
Yeah, exactly. When you can speculate on somebody else's problems, it's great. When it's your own problems, you're just kind of like, oh, I don't know, man.
Yeah, I would, me and my, parents used to live up in Commerce City, and while we were living up there, the story was that during the construction of the community that was built over there, do you know where the Reunion community is on 104th?
Yeah, I think so.
So I lived in that area, and to one side there was a field. At one point they were digging it up to put in foundation and they had to stop.
Gotcha.
Word is while they were building our community, a couple of people had died building the households, and one of them stood out because it was a little girl. An 8-year-old girl went into our house that was still being built and fell into the foundation and died. Her body, of course, was retracted. She had a funeral. She was all taken care of. But growing up, I would just be laying in my bed, and I don't know if this was because of the high amounts of Adderall I was on, making me see things, because I oftentimes would see apparitions like ants and spiders crawling up the wall in large numbers that weren't really there. My mom telling me that there's not a person in my closet and stuff like that, but I remember being paralyzed in my bed because I accidentally took 2 of my Adderalls instead of taking a melatonin before bed. And remember seeing in the hallway, because the light randomly like flickered on. Parents were downstairs, me and my sister are upstairs supposedly going to sleep. Light flickered on. There's a gray shadow of a girl just standing in the middle of the hallway. She just cocks her head at me, says hello. And paralyzed, I couldn't say a single thing to it, so I'm just staring at it like, is this real?
Yeah, like, am I awake? I hope not.
I tell my parents, and I see my dad's face just flush white. It's just like, and my mom says, it was nothing, it's just the medication you're on, we'll go and talk to the doctor, and we'll go see if we can fix it. But that was really the only time I saw that, but I still to this day believe that was that little girl. She was trying to communicate to us and tell us, hi, I'm here, play with me.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, that's sketchy.
It is.
The fact that your dad clearly saw something with his face change, I don't know.
I'm still thinking that he witnessed it herself. And he's one of those stronger guys that won't admit to his feelings or his emotions, quote-unquote stronger guys. But I still believe that there was probably one night where all of a sudden his TV would turn on, because in the middle of the night I'd wake up, their room is across the hallway and they can see it straight from both of our rooms. I'm pretty sure he saw her in the TV, or saw it as the TV would just randomly come on. Because their TV was one of those old box ones that would just randomly flicker on. So throughout the day, he'd be downstairs watching the Yankees play, and upstairs you'd hear... You go upstairs, TV's on upstairs.
We used to have one of those. The big old box TV.
Yeah, it was like a 42-inch box TV that weighed over like 180 pounds.
Yeah, and it had like the tubes and stuff in it.
Oh yeah. When they got rid of it and got their flat screen, like 30 years later, they had to have like 3 different guys come in and get it. And they ended up having to push it down the stairs. And it shattered, of course, but they were like, we're not carrying it down these stairs. And my dad was just like, I don't blame you.
Yeah. that would be a heavy contraption.
Yeah, it's not good. Was there anything else that you saw in this household?
Not really in our house. There's been like weird stuff. Like I'd see like shadow figures in my neighbor's basement from time to time. Kenny, do you?
No way.
Yeah.
Kenny Aishi?
No.
Or
not
the other Kenny?
Yeah, it's my buddy Kenny Paz.
Oh, I know Kenny Paz.
Yeah.
So, explain this. You just go over there to hang out and...
Yeah, I spend the night over there because we live right next to each other. I spend the night there pretty often, like maybe once a month as a kid. And yeah, we'd always hang out in his basement or in his room on the 2nd floor. And every time we were in the basement, I would just see things after he turned off the light to go to sleep. Just like down the hallway towards the other rooms, there would always be this just dark, like opaque dark figure at the end of the hall. And it was like dim enough to where you could still see like vague shapes of things. And this was just like dead on a man's figure. And you turn on the light and it would be gone. Yeah.
Now, when you would turn back off the light, would the figure move or would the figure just stay there?
It wouldn't always be there.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's even creepier.
I know. It threw me for a loop every time, and I would almost never sleep good after seeing it.
Oh, dude, I wouldn't sleep either, especially since you're in someone's house. Like, there's something just uneasy about staying at someone else's house. Even as an adult, like going and staying somewhere else, you're just like...
Yeah.
Not comfortable. This is not my bed. This is not my home.
Yeah, new places and change and everything. It doesn't feel right.
So you're an explorer. You recently just went out towards to Brighton to go see the meteor shower.
Yeah, the Perseids meteor shower. It happens every year, and this is probably the 3rd or 4th time I've gone to see it.
Nice.
And best one by far yet.
Yeah.
I got to a real pretty good dark site. Not the darkest you can get, like a national park or something.
Yeah.
But I could just start to see the Milky Way.
Nice.
It was the coolest thing. Oh,
I bet that was really nice. Did you get to, let me guess, like about 20, 30 comets you saw?
I saw 20.
20?
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, 20 on the dot. I was looking to beat my last record of 18 and just made it.
Nice.
So.
Now, since you've been driving around a lot of places, have you ever been out to Third Bridge?
I haven't. I have heard stories of people who have.
Yeah?
I might have heard yours at one time in high school or something. I don't remember.
Well, do you know Esteban Loya?
I know the name, so I probably recognize
Saxophone.
him.
First chair saxophone.
Yes, I do remember him.
So, me and him are still really good friends from school, too.
Cool.
And, right after the theater shooting, me and him decided to go out to Third Bridge.
Oh.
So we go all the way out there, and we're trying to like record things, but we're not really finding much. We're just out in the middle of the bridge, just kind of wandering around. Unfortunately, all I had was a potato Nextel phone. Remember my walkie-talkie phone?
Yeah, those are cool.
Being in the middle of class, and all of a sudden you hear beep beep. Tipo, ¿cómo está?
Yeah.
So we would go out there and we're like taking pictures of stuff and nothing would come up except for like these gray orbs, which we both ruled out as just like dust particles from all the dirt around there. Since there used to be a river, there's no longer a river. But one night we're out there, we're smoking a bowl just on my car, waiting. We're about to grab our longboards to kind of like skate down, see if we can find anything. And all of a sudden we just start hearing pan drums. So like dun 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 dun.
This lines up the story.
And we like sat there just freaking the hell out, just complete fear, just white faced, like, oh, what is that noise? He's like, bro, get the flashlight. We're shining around. There's absolutely no one there. We think we see a figure behind a tree, so I shine the flashlight over there, and the figure's completely gone, and the drums stop.
Oh, dear.
So that was our point. We're like, all right, we're out of here. Get in the car. Let's go.
Yeah.
We're going home.
Yeah, let's hightail it out of here.
Looking into more research onto it, that was a hot spot for the Sand Creek Massacre.
Oh, okay.
So, story is, the Navajo had a little base there out in Sand Creek, which is now Third Bridge, and they were planning an ambush on the Pilgrims and the colonial people that were trying to colonize in there. So, they would paint up, get in all dark. They would cover themselves in sand, wear the darkest of clothing that they could wear. But one thing that they were known to do is right before they would attack, they would have a group of men that are armed sit there and hit a pan drum. Just going dun 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 dun.
Intimidate the enemy.
Yes. Unfortunately, it did not last well for the Navajo. The Pilgrim of the colonial people that were there had rifles and slaughtered absolutely everyone, and after the ambush they went to the colony that was out at Third Bridge with their teepees and stuff and burnt down the whole village. So now the story is those people that were originated there still reside there and wait to attack people, quote unquote, because there's stories that people have had like rocks thrown at them. I've seen a couple of podcasts and videos of people that actually go and explore out there, and they'll like see figures or they'll see threads or feathers out there. So I still believe that the presence of those natives are still out there just waiting to attack people.
Dang. Yeah, because the stories I've heard from friends, it's all they hear the drums at some point. And
it scares them shitless.
Yeah. Eventually they leave, and like half of them on the way back, they end up tripping and like hurting themselves in some way.
Oh, jeez.
Or something, like running back to their car or something if they get out. Or
see, I want to get Dylan and John on this because I've heard that they've gone out there and had experiences too.
Mm-hmm. I haven't heard their stories, but I heard them mention they've been there.
Yeah, especially since Dylan lived not that far from here.
Yeah.
Could you believe this is still Gateway territory over here?
Seriously?
Yeah. Vista Peak's literally a mile from here.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah. I've seen like Gateway drivers come up and I'm just like, wait, what? I guess, so if you were to keep going down that road where you got in here, that's the clubhouses over there. From there back and to the left, that's all Vista Peak, but upwards towards the right, that's all Gateway.
Wow.
I don't understand why this community is split like that, but...
Yeah, jurisdiction of stuff like that is just really odd.
Yeah.
Because, you remember my ex-Christian, the one that also dated Tyler? Yeah. She used to live out here.
Really?
Yeah. In this trailer
park? Or like in the subdivisions over in Murphy?
It might have been the ones further back that way. I can't remember. But yeah, it was one just like this over this way.
Didn't a Christian move to like Minnesota or something? Or is she still out in Colorado?
She's up in Washington or Oregon now, I think.
I saw that she got herself a little boo thing. They were on their 2-year celebration, so congratulations on that.
Yeah. Very nice.
Speaking of which, have you found yourself a love interest yet?
No, I'm just kind of taking time for me at the moment. Just, working on my thing.
Yeah.
Figuring out my interests and where they're going to take me before I have to focus on painting somebody else into that picture at the same time.
Yeah, that's very fair. I tell everybody that they need to go through a hoe phase in their life. Go be on Tinder, be on Grindr, do whatever you want. Just have fun with your life. Don't rush into settling down. Mm-hmm. I've had too much bad experiences with love, so now I'm ready to settle down and not fuck around anymore.
Yeah, I was with a great girl for year and a half. Shortly after high school, and after that I'm just kind of taking time for me, and that's fine. I like it. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah. Have you tried finding a career for yourself that you're trying to do, or are you just trying to be a freelancer?
I'm more so freelance right now, just kind of taking odd jobs. I did work for part of the summer at the church my mom works at.
Nice.
Where she plans funerals and does stuff like that. She was doing more over there, but yeah, COVID kind of took that out. It's alright though, because she already tried to retire from that and just kept going back because she's, a softie.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta do something. Ellie's grandfather works for the Air Force, and he just retired, and I think he's hitting the 70s.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's some commitment.
My sister's grandfather works for the USAFA, and he's an engineer as well.
Very cool.
So during the day in New Mexico, he'll sit there and just code as much as possible, but during I think it's a week out of every month, he has to go fly out to the USAFA down in Colorado Springs to work on planes.
Very cool.
He's almost in his 80s, and he refuses to retire.
Good for him.
They're 100% set. They have a beautiful house out in Grants, New Mexico, have a nice yard, and they have many, many grandchildren and that will take care of them, but he's no, I'm going to work till the day I die because that's what I like to do.
Good for him.
Yeah.
That is commendable.
Yeah, it's kind of insane.
A little bit, yeah. It takes a certain type of person and a certain kind of mindset for that.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, more power to them.
Yeah, as long as it's making them happy.
Oh, yeah. As long as they're happy and thriving, good on them.
That's weird. You sure you didn't bring a ghost with you?
I hope not.
Because... Oh. Okay. Well, I guess, no, it's not crashing.
Okay.
For some reason, my computer just, tried to die on me. I was gonna say, did you bring a ghost with you? Now it's messing with the electronics?
That's actually an interesting thing. I've always had kind of a little bit of an issue with electronics not liking me or acting up around specifically me. And my dad kind of has a knack for fixing things, so it kind of goes well.
So, here's a thought I'm gonna throw at you. Do you think maybe that little girl that showed up kind of follows you around? Almost like a guardian angel?
Perhaps. It also makes me wonder if ghosts age. Because if she was a little girl when this happened and ghosts age, she'd probably be a low 20s.
Yeah, almost same age as us.
So
that would... I mean, if you're getting a lot of interference with electronics and a lot of things break on you, that makes sense.
Yeah. But only me. Why not?
Why not other... I mean, we just had an interference on my computer.
Yeah. And I mean, hey, it could be coincidence, but you never know.
It could be bad electronics.
Mm-hmm. Could be poor connection. Could be because we're right by an airport. You never know.
Yeah. One thing I've been really grateful for since this COVID stuff has been happening, I don't hear a lot of planes.
Really?
You know that DIA is literally right there.
Yeah, I can see them landing.
It's kind of fun. Yeah. Sit on top of your roof, smoke a joint, and just watch the planes touch down. It's kind of cool, but
sounds fun.
When you're recording, when I first started doing this, I had thumbtacks with egg cartons literally on the roof here.
Yeah, soundproofing.
Because I didn't want to hear, and you would still hear
Yeah, the low drone.
I mean, it's nice when Ellie's mom sometimes she'll go out to Illinois and go to Memphis or not Memphis, Mississippi, because that's where their parents are, to go see them. So whenever we have to go pick them up, it's like, okay, we'll be there in 15 minutes. Just stay on the concourse and smoke a cigarette or something. But we hate it. We're like 25-30 minutes from everything, from Denver, from... But that's
probably not great on your gas bill.
No, that's why we're glad that we have this little blue Honda. I have an F-150 and a Taurus back there, and that Taurus has shit gas.
Yeah, that'll suck some down, huh?
At least the F-150, it holds about 15-20 gallons, so I can get a good 300-400 miles out of it, but still, that's a $50-$60 fill-up.
Yeah, just my trip out to watch the meteor shower and back, I'm down to half a tank. So.
And you have a V6 in your car, don't you? Or is it a 4-cylinder?
So. I can't remember. I haven't looked under the hood in so long.
What's your year?
It's an 04. I think it might be a 6. Yeah.
Stratus. It's not an RT, is it?
No.
Yeah, you got a V6. Whether you have a 2.4, 2.7, or 3.0 liter, you have a V6. Oof.
That sounds right, because it does have some real oomph to it.
Go street racing in it?
I don't know about that, yeah. I'm not going to soup it up or anything. Yeah, no spoilers for this vehicle, but...
Were you there when Hayden took out his white car in the middle of the night and went and tried to go street racing?
No, I haven't even heard the story.
I think it was me and John.
Oh, no.
We all went out towards here on Powhatan, and he was trying to, street race against this dude, and dude, creamed him. It was so funny, but he was just like, I'll get him next time. That's Hayden.
That's Hayden.
Have you heard from him lately?
I have not. He kind of fell off the radar.
Yeah, he did. He deleted his Facebook and everything.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why, but he just kind of stopped contact with everybody in the group. I don't know if it was intentional or if he had some sort of personal thing going on, and I don't want to speculate, but... Yeah.
We miss the guy.
Yeah, he was a great dude and good friend, and hope he's doing well.
Yeah. Have you heard from anyone in the group lately? John, Dylan, Tyler?
I hear Tyler's doing pretty good. He's got another booth hang, from what I can tell.
I think they're going on their 2-year too. Mm-hmm. I know that all three of them moved down to Colorado Springs.
Yep.
Because Dylan got accepted into Colorado Springs University.
Mm-hmm.
John finished his massaging degree.
Mm-hmm. He got married.
Yeah, he did get married. Congratulations to John if he's listening.
Yeah, good on you, John.
But he recently deleted his Facebook and everything. Last I heard, he was working at the Zoomies. That or he blocked me and deleted me. Which
Zoomies? The one in the mall by Gateway?
No, Colorado Springs.
Oh, gotcha.
He worked in the Chapel Hill.
Okay.
But, yeah, I talked to him and I asked him, oh, you're not doing massage therapy anymore? And he was like, nah. He started developing carpal tunnel.
Oh, man, yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, and he was like, I wasn't able to do, massages, and all the other places were trying to fuck him over with money. Yeah. So I was like, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, that would be quite a wrench in the whole massage plan.
And it's like, just your freaking luck, man. Just your luck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least he has that to fall back on if he absolutely needs to. He has the knowledge.
Yeah, and he has the degree, so he can go in the certification, so he can just go out and do it himself and be his own boss, so that's good.
Yeah, he could always open his own practice wherever he wanted, which would be great.
Well...
In a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, not quite in those terms.
No happy endings.
No. I don't know if his wife would like that one.
She's the only one that gets the happy endings.
Ah, I see. The family discount.
I know I got to meet her before they got married because I lived with John for a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I didn't really get to full on meet her after he finished dating Taylor. Waited a little bit, met her through, I think, met in massage therapy. In the schooling.
I think you're right, actually. Yeah.
But they were inseparable.
Yeah, they were two peas in the pod for sure. They definitely clicked.
I kept telling him, like, he's so entertaining just as a person. He needs to start doing, like, YouTube or do streaming and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if I can reach back out to him and be like, hey, man, why don't we get you on a podcast and let's talk about some scary shit.
John, if you're listening, do it, bro.
Do it. Let's get back together. Let's get the band back together. We'll get all of them. I know Tyler hates me, but Tyler never really.
Really? Does he hate you?
Yeah, he didn't really care for me in the beginning.
Yeah, some people have poor taste.
Yeah. Oh, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
I still enjoy the dude.
Yeah. Everybody's got an opinion.
Well, you're going to be getting an invite to our wedding, for sure.
Thank you. I will probably be going then.
Yes, it's going to be next October.
So it's my birth month. Fun.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know you were born in October. What day?
The 2nd.
Okay, thank God. We're literally having our wedding on the day of one of her freaking cousin's birthdays.
Wow.
It's October 23rd, and she was, like, trying to get, like, addresses and birthdays from every single person. Mm-hmm. And they were like, yeah, Zoe's going to be turning 7 that day. And I was like, that day? She goes, yeah, Zoe's going to be 7. She's like, you want this for me? Are you kidding me?
Great.
She's like, I already made the monogram. I already made everything. I'm not changing my date. They're like, oh, you don't have to. We just may not come.
Oh.
And it's like, please still come.
Yeah,
just celebrate her birthday first and then come over.
Yeah. Yeah. The kid gets cake twice.
Yeah, hell yeah. We actually just, have you ever heard of Grandma's Goodies?
I believe so.
I think it's on, like, Santa Fe and Dayton.
Yeah, I think I have.
Oh man, we tried some food from there because we're like trying out little small restaurants and bakeries to see about cakes and stuff. And
good.
Their tiramisu, dude, is to die for.
Okay.
All homemade ladyfingers. Ooh. They only do the bottom layer soaked in coffee. The top layer is only dipped in coffee.
So it's not too soggy. It's got like that crisp to it.
Oh yeah, only the bottom layer is soggy, and it's just soggy enough to get that coffee flavor. Oh my God, I swear to God, we were eating sex while we were eating it.
Very nice.
We brought over a couple people just to try it, and they're eating it, and they're like, we have another slice, and we're like, we have to save the rest of the cake for the family. No, we finished it off the next day. No shame to it. We just finished the whole freaking thing.
Oh, that's great. I will have to try that sometime, man. That sounds good.
Since you worked a little bit in a church, did you ever see any weird things happening at that church?
I wasn't so much on the inside, other than the odd occasion doing stuff where I would, like, replace the books in all the pews in the church. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, I was working, like, landscaping outdoors and
okay.
helping out with that, with the maintenance.
I guess I would like to talk to your mom sometime, because I bet she has a couple of good, juicy stories, especially working in the funeral department. And you said she did other stuff with the church, too, right?
Yeah, plus this isn't the only church she's worked at. She's basically been with a church or another as long as I've been around.
Does she do a majority promulgation? Does she do, like, mostly Catholic or Christian church or, like, Baptist?
Yeah, I grew up Catholic, so it's always been pretty Catholic. But she is typically just the believer that you are who you are and everybody deserves.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's real good.
Deserves kindness and a second chance.
Don't be a dick.
Yeah. Just treat people the way you want to be treated and you're okay by me. Yeah.
Ooh, maybe I'm going to have to... Maybe me and you can do another podcast sometime soon. Maybe. And maybe ask your mom about some stories, see if she has anything juicy.
Possibly. I could see if she's down for that, for sure.
Because that girl in the hallway thing, and even Kenny's house is like... That's some creepy shit right there.
Yeah, I'd ask Kenny to come on, except he's no longer in state and stuff, so...
Oh, did him and his family move, or just...
I don't remember where his family moved, but Kenny moved out to Chicago a couple years back.
Oh, nice. Yeah. For work?
Yeah, he was just pursuing his career in music. And,
nice.
Yeah, he's got stuff coming out left and right, I'm pretty sure. Every once in a while he'll lay down the track and post it to Facebook or...
Well, you'll have to give me that link so this way I can put it into the podcast. I won't put his music in, but I'll make sure to check out Kenny's link below.
Yeah. I'll see if I can... pull that up for you.
Well, I really appreciate you coming on. We're hitting about an hour now.
Okay, well.
It goes by real fast, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's been a very quick feeling. I liked it.
But thank you guys for listening to the podcast. We'll make sure to include some pictures to see how creepy this little hallway is with this girl that's saying hello. Make sure to check your homes for Theodore Cooney. Make sure the Denver Spider-Man's not creeping through your attic. Leave a like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And we will see you guys on another podcast. Good night, America.
Night.